All right, hello there and welcome. This is a new low in my channel production quality. So here's what we're doing. I built a bumper and I've shot a variety of videos where I failed to get stuff done, things like that. Whoops, I'll go here where there's a little better light. Anyway, where I messed around, the welder wasn't working, I had to repair that. And fun fact, have you ever watched a YouTube video where the guy basically says, GoPro 8 footage, GoPro 8 audio, whatever? Well, it wasn't the GoPro. That's why I'm using it right now. So I have a Lumix camera that I do 80-90% of my recording. And I was building this bumper and I was recording stuff off a tripod. For me, professional level stuff, let me tell you. And there was sparks and grinding and welding and all sorts of good footage. Fun fact, did you know on a Lumix G7, you can think you're recording with no card in the camera? That's a true statement. Anyway, so you don't have to suffer through 10 or 20 minutes of me grinding and welding and doing all this stuff, maybe even some cursing and that sort of thing, because I didn't record any of it. Unfortunately, I can show you my welder. In fact, I even cleaned up the shop this afternoon. As clean as my shop gets. We can go back here and just to prove to you that I only use the finest in high quality Lincoln 110 volt hot wired whatever. There she sits next to the Harbor Freight welding mask. Disregard the off-colored wire. I had to hot wire the trigger on the welder. That was like a whole different thing. So here we are, Bronco. You've seen, if you've watched any of my videos, she's right there. I did a repair last week. Turned out it worked. So she's back up and running, not shifting hard. But that bumper situation, it's been eating at me. Eating and eating at me. Not so much that I didn't forget to put gussets on where it attaches to the frame, so that'll be next weekend's project. However, if you'll remember, I had the little mental breakdown with the damage. See, it broke my thing there, and I've got a little dent in the bumper here. That was all caused from a misaligned bumper that was broken. So what are we talking about? We're talking about a 3-inch by 6-inch, quarter-inch steel, what have you, that's booger welded together, and I think it looks beautiful. But I'm not a certified welder. I'm just your average dude. And Rick gave me a little tutelage. Don't look too close at the welds. In fact, we'll just step way back here because she looks better from a distance. But that's going to get me what I need. What I always wanted on my rear bumper was, in addition to legit recovery points, I wanted to have a receiver and I wanted to raise the departure angle. And I've pretty much accomplished all that with this bumper. And as a fun fact, I maybe mentioned in a video before, but I'm not a big high lift jack dude. I think you could put a high lift jack under that and jack the vehicle right up. So I may even start carrying one of those. I'll have to find one first. Oh, and if you've forgotten, this is the bumper we were coming from. Let me tap the screen here. Yep, next to my oil thing. Don't disregard the dirty oil next to the bumper. That was a different project. But anyway, that was my little stubby bumper that I cut down from the factory bumper. I gotta say, I'm very happy with my efforts. If you've seen the other trim on this car, like my rock sliders are kind of rusty and I gotta take them off and repaint them. But the front bumper, the vintage worn winch bumper right there, that's all. I like using spray paint because when stuff gets rusty or scratched or whatever, I can just go ahead. And so one of my favorite products to use is Rust-Oleum hammered. I don't know, it's like the paint you get on a shovel, right? It's kind of got that mottled finish. It's not really a bed liner. Anyway, keeping with the theme of this car, I'm going to be taking the bumper off. Let me show you kind of, if you can even see down there. Let me see if you can kind of see right there. That's where the bumper attaches to the car frame. Well, Rick and I had talked about that, and I was going to go ahead and just put some gussets on that just to kind of stabilize it and whatever, when my weak welds fail, whatnot. Anyway, I totally spaced it and mounted the bumper up in my excitement. As you can imagine, this has been a couple different weekends with a couple different stabs at this. So anyway, I'm really sorry. You'll have to trust me that I had some epic videography going on, and guess what? It didn't work because I'm an idiot. I went to edit the video. I pulled the little, I have a spare SD card converter thing. I pulled it out and I was like, oh, what's this micro SD card doing in here? And I was like, huh, because I usually use that for this camera to put it in my computer. Anyway, I pulled that out and it already had a card in it. Well, I was like, huh, do tell. So then I popped my Lumix open that I've been recording on all day long, and maybe yesterday and the day before. And guess what? It was not in the camera. That's right, a memory card. So, again, I'm asking for a little bit of faith, but I did make the attempt to make a video. However, you're seeing that now. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. I hope this has been entertaining. Me building a bumper and giving any sort of fabrication advice, use with caution. Don't try this at home, kids, because I am not any sort of instructional whatever, and the video was never going to be that. But this is me standing outside. As you can see, I'm dressed better than I normally am. I am even wearing flip-flops. So be a good person, and I hope you enjoyed the content. And we'll come back with a new adventure next weekend. But this one is in the bag at this point. This is about as good as she's going to get. Have a great day.